Hello everybody, I'm Elif Miral Oktay from Turkey. First of all, I'm so grateful to be a part of this conference and I would like to thank for this opportunity Academy of Social and Media Culture and Media Academy Torun. I work as a lecturer in the Department of Radio and Television Broadcasting at Istanbul Sisli Vocational School. I'm also a PhD student at Istanbul University working on video activism in social networks. In this context, I'm writing a PhD thesis on the online video practices of the ecology movement in Turkey, and similar to the questions of the conference, I ask questions about how to struggle the challenges of contemporary media. However, I do this by focusing on Video 2.0 as one of the contemporary media environments. Therefore, in this video, I will try to answer a similar question. Can we use video as a creative tactical tool to overcome the challenges of social networks? What are the potential opportunities this tool can offer to initiate social change and contribute to social justice? Following the emergence of Web 2.0 technology in the first quarter of the 2000s, the use of social networking sites, video sharing platforms, mobile computers, smartphones, digital cameras, and video editing softwares allow for the production and distribution of online videos much more easily. And also, with live streaming platforms, video has become central to digital activism. The 2017 summer text of the conference, The Power of Activist Videos in Berlin, underlined that online video circulating on social networks is playing an ever more important role. For example, witness videos documenting racially motivated police brutality in the US that contributed to the formation of the Black Lives Matter movement, campaign films such as Kony 2012 or web documentaries such as Under the Dome have reached millions of viewers and had a significant social impact. These are just some of the best examples of a new form of video activism that is taking shape all over the world with the emergence of Web 2.0. Aldas and Farne define contemporary video activism as video activism 2.0. Framing the concept within the evolution of audiovisual practices for social transformation on the one hand, and the spectrum of cyber activist tactics embedded in the current context of Web 2.0 on the other. According to the others, the first axis of video activism 2.0 is the political uses of Web 2.0 that allow for unmediated dissemination. The other axis framing the concept is cyber activism, which should be understood as the merging of activism based on the values of collaboration culture, group and network work, free and open source culture, and collective intelligence inherent in the Web 2.0 universe with the hacker ethic. Almazan and Gil Garcia suggest the following table comparing three different stages of activism as a starting point for understanding cyber activism and the video activism 2.0 it encompasses. According to the researchers, the first difference between the three different phases of activism is the reach of activists. While activist communities traditionally work in-house, with cyber activism 1.0, they were able to reach people via email and inform them about their activities. With cyber activism 2.0, people are not only informed but also have the opportunity to participate in a protest. The second difference is the viral effect. With cyber activism 2.0, information flows transcend traditional media, allowing direct access and rapid dissemination of information directly from the participants of the protest. The third difference is engagement and interaction with the protest. In a traditional social protest, the interaction is on the streets and ends after the meetings. Cyber activism 1.0 increases the flow of information using websites and email. Cyber activism 2.0, on the other hand, allows for continuous engagement and interaction of the individual, creating different levels of participation without time or place constraints. For all above, what is new in video activism 2.0 is the aesthetics of the collective, the fact that it belongs to no one, that it moves with the rhythm of a flash mob, and that is the world's largest media outlet. According to the researcher, a video can be liberated through the use of copyleft licenses, and through the sequential addition of successive modifications, it can become a collective product and spread virally. It no longer belongs to anyone, it belongs to everyone. It is anonymous and cannot be stopped because there is no center for its circulation. Another innovation is that it allows actions that move with the rhythm of a flash mob. Many videos, such as the Chilean students protesting against higher education reforms by dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller, show us that the organizational capacity for the protest made possible by the Web 2.0 universe has grown exponentially. The actors of the protest upload a video choreographed a popular song that is accessible to everyone. Other participants learn about it at home, and each of them, without the need to know each other personally, becomes involved in the action. The result is that thousands of people become part of a collective action that moves with the rhythm of a flash mob and no cost in terms of organization, time and resources. The social movement is woven in networks. According to the researcher, each person is now a media institution and together they constitute the largest media institution in the world. Social networking sites have changed the temporality of counter-information by allowing live broadcasts or uploading photos and videos from where events are taking place. At the same time, they have subjectivized immediacy. Video activism 2.0 raises a number of empirical, theoretical, and ethical questions alongside the possibilities it offers. While videos circulating on social networks have many democratic potentials, such as making the invisible visible, creating evidence, raising awareness, building community, calling for action, mobilizing and creating pressure, they also have limitations and risks such as surveillance, control, censorship, the economy of visibility, polarization, trolls, manipulation, and algorithms. In other words, video activism 2.0 enables ubiquitous surveillance and operates on the logic platform, capitalism, and the competitive attention economy. Andrew Boyd, who is an author, activist for social change, states that creative tactics can be developed that can overcome these limitations of video 2.0 and minimize its risks. The first creative tactic is show, don't tell. Use metaphor, visuals, and action to show your message rather than preaching, hectoring, or otherwise telling your audience what to think. A picture is worth 1,000 words. In today's image-driven in the contemporary media landscape, this is truer than ever. Effective creative videos must be image-driven too. In other words, it is much more effective to show than to tell. And there are a lot of ways to do it. Lead the story, not facts. Facts rarely speak for themselves. While the factual accuracy of your message is essential, facts should only serve as the supporting details for the story, not the hook that makes the story compelling. If you want to convey the devastation of unemployment, don't lead with the statistics. Tell us a compelling story about one person. Then tell us there are 10 million more like her out there. Another creative tactic is mashup videos and culture jamming, combining audiovisual material from multiple sources with cut and paste and cut and mix method to develop a political narrative. Political hybrid video epitomizes the hybridity found at the intersection of the anti-establishment political sphere and the contemporary online video space. It is possible to draw the boundaries of this genre with the following characteristic. It uses mass media materials without copyright permission. It comments on, deconstructs or challenges media narratives, dominant myths, social norms, and traditional power structures. It transforms the original message embedded in the source material. Alas and Farne state that this genre, which can create new discourses and interpretive frameworks by altering familiar images, also allows for the reappropriation of popular culture products by injecting them with political connotations. Tom Liakas says that if we want to do something against consumer culture, we can stop complaining about it and make it our playground, and even its icons our tools. Why shouldn't all our frustrations combine with our creativity and turn into a video that goes viral on social networks? One of the best examples of this culture bending tactic is the case of Feroza Aziz, a 17-year-old girl politicized and repression in camps, in which she criticized the camps. In the video, which begins with ordinary makeup techniques, Aziz curls her eyelashes while looking at the camera while describing the oppressive policies of the Chinese government, calling for help, and the video went viral in a short time. Aziz said that social media, by embedding activist messages within the narrative of popular culture, this creative tactic has succeeded in attracting international attention. Algorithms are looking for content that will create a sensation and generate feedback, as well as and work on networks to promote messages that reinforce pre-existing views. The working principle of these algorithms that reproduce power and existing social inequalities with functions such as clickbaiting or autoplay to encourage usage and get more data brings us to Lash's concept of power through algorithms. Far from being natural by nature, algorithms are used to seduce, coerce, discipline, regulate and control, creating and enforcing regimes of power and knowledge. Resisting algorithms, one of the biggest challenges of social networking sites, can also be possible with creative tactics. Schener proposes a category for the fight against algorithms, in other words, algorithmic activism. Data activism, exposing and educating about algorithms, culture disruption, and the struggle for visibility. Data activism basically has two goals, or one could say it is practices in two different ways: to resist mass data collection or to actively utilize existing data for social change. These different practices of data activism, which they categorize as reactive and proactive, involve different tactics. While using open source software to counter the algorithms operating in the networks of big capital corporations is a tactic of reactive data activism, proactive data activism tactics range from technology development projects, platforms for data manipulation, open data communities, and visualization of data models for campaigning or advocacy. According to Schener, another way in which algorithm activism can be practiced is to reveal and exhibit the problems created by algorithms and to raise public opinion and awareness about it. In addition, Algorithm Watch, Algorithmic Justice League, Data and Society, AI Now Institute, and Electronic Frontier Foundation are examples of organizations that examine the social impacts of data-centric technologies, automation, and artificial intelligence and work against the problems they create. One of the problems with algorithm-based surveillance is the so-called filter bubbles or echo chambers. Tactics that can be used to deal with filter bubbles include deleting web history and cookies, using a browser incognito option, and liking many different things or everything on social media site. Creative tactics can be used to be visible include hashtag campaigns, retweeting, tagging, sponsor content, creative use of visuals, intensive content production, and humorous expression to get the social media agenda and draw attention to the issues we address. Schiffman says that to go to viral, our content must have the following components: simple message, humor, augmented engagement tools, positioning, and provocation of strong emotions. Although Web 2.0 technology has given video activism a democratic character, it is important not to fall into illusion that social networking sites are purely neutral, liberal, participatory environments, and to be aware that the Video 2.0 also has limitations and risks.